Welcome to Before the Council, a reading of the Revere City Council agenda for the meeting of Monday, October 24th, 2016. There are 27 items on the agenda this week. Coverage begins at 4 p.m. with the Legislative Affairs Committee, chaired by Councilor George J. Rotundo, along with Councilor Robert J. Hass, Jr., Councilor Stephen Morabito, Councilor Charles J. Patch, Sr., and Councilor John F. Powers. The committee will discuss the following items. First, pursuant to Council Order 16-033, this is a motion of Councilor Hass relative to enforcement of city ordinances as it pertains to storefront signage and advertising. Second, pursuant to Council Order 16-258, this is regarding the motion of Councilor Zambuto relative to a charter review committee. Third, pursuant to Council Order 16-260, this is a motion of Councilor Rotundo relative to a proposed ordinance regulating drones. The Legislative Affairs Subcommittee will also discuss the following topics: the initiative petition process, the process relative to ballot questions, and the City of Revere's election calendar for 2016. At 5 p.m., we move on to the Public Works Committee, chaired by Councilor Stephen Morabito. Also on that committee, Councilor Robert J. Hass, Jr., Councilor Joanne M. McKenna, Councilor Ira Novoselsky, and Councilor John F. Powers. The committee will discuss the following items. First, pursuant to Council Order 16-086, this is regarding a motion of Councilor Novoselsky that the mayor take immediate steps to privately contract out services to provide various signage for the City of Revere. Second, pursuant to Council Order 16-246, this is regarding a petition of Mobility, LLC, to install backhaul transport equipment or small cell equipment on several pole locations throughout the city. And third, pursuant to Council Order 16-271, this is regarding the petition of National Grid to install an underground conduit on Belcher Street. At 6 p.m., it's the Revere City Council meeting, which begins with a salute to the flag, the roll call of members, and the approval of the journal of the meeting held on October 3rd, 2016. Calendar item number 1. A certificate of appreciation will be awarded to Pamela M. Anderson for her extensive volunteerism and in-depth community involvement serving the residents of Revere and surrounding communities. Calendar item number 2. Under public hearings, pursuant to Council Order 16-259, a hearing has been called as ordered relative to an ordinance amending Title 12, Chapter 12.04, Section 12.04.080A, Street and Sidewalk Openings. Calendar item number 3. Pursuant to Council Order C-16-08, hearing has been called as ordered on the application of East Boston Savings Bank, 126 Squire Road, Revere, Massachusetts, seeking permission from the City Council to construct a 20-foot by 40-foot accessory garage within the private commercial parking lot at number 126 Squire Road in Revere. Calendar item number 4, pursuant to Council Order C-16-09, a hearing has been called as ordered on the application of Robert Inello of Revere, Massachusetts, seeking permission from the City Council to expand a non-conforming structure and non-conforming use by removing the existing building and constructing an 18-unit residential apartment building on lots 5 and 6 at number 727 Revere Beach Parkway in Revere. Calendar item number 5 is the Legislative Affairs Subcommittee report. Calendar item number 6 is the Public Works Subcommittee report. In accordance with Rule number 23 of the City Council's Rules of Order, the following motions or communications are being reported out of committee with a recommendation to be placed on file. Calendar item number 7, pursuant to Council Order 16-045. This is a motion of Councilor Rotundo requesting that all pharmacies offer Narcan over the counter and that all municipal buildings stock Narcan in the AED cases. Calendar item number 8, pursuant to Council Order 16-079. This is a motion by Councilor Giannino relative to an ordinance designating all public parks as drug, alcohol, tobacco, and weapon-free zones. Calendar item number 9, pursuant to Council Order 16-220. This is a motion by Councilor Rotundo relative to having MRC as additional medical staff for any event on Revere Beach. Calendar item number 10. This is a communication from Mr. Joseph A. Festa of Revere, Massachusetts, requesting that the city accept a donation of land for conservation purposes for certain lots of land located on Douglas Street and Whedon Street, dated October 19th, 2016, to the Revere City Council regarding donation of land, lots 294, 295, 296, 297, Douglas Street, and lot 298, Whedon Street / Douglas Street, in Revere. Dear members of the council, I am writing this letter to officially propose a donation of land for conservation purposes from the Joseph Festa Construction Company. This land is located on Douglas Street in Revere, Massachusetts, and was recently approved by the Revere Conservation Commission. I respectfully request to be on the agenda at the next Revere City Council meeting. Sincerely, Joseph A. Festa, Joseph Festa Construction Company. Calendar item number 11. This is a communication from the mayor relative to reappointments to the Board of Assessors, the Library Board of Trustees, and the License Commission, dated October 20th, 2016. Dear City Council members, I am writing to request that the City Council consider the following reappointments to various boards, commissions, and positions. 1. For reappointment to the Board of Assessors, John Varengia, for a new 3-year term expiring in 2019. 2, for appointment to the Library Board of Trustees, Mark Ferranti, for a new 3-year term expiring in 2019. And 3, for appointment to the License Commission, Linda Guanasso, for a new 6-year term expiring in 2022. Very truly yours, Brian Arrigo, Mayor. Calendar item number 12. This is a communication from the mayor relative to new appointments to the Commission on Disability, Planning Board, Cultural Council, and Library Board of Trustees, dated October 20th, 2016. Dear City Council members, I am writing to request that the City Council consider the following appointments to various boards, commissions, and positions. 1, for appointment to the Commission on Disability, Enza Goodwin, for a 3-year term ending in 2019. 2, for appointment as co-chair of the Commission on Disability, David Hazy, for a 3-year term ending in 2019. 3, for appointment as co-chair of the Commission on Disability, Ralph DeChico, for a 3-year term ending in 2019. 4, for appointment to the Planning Board, Ed DeVoe, for a 3-year term ending in 2019. 5, for appointment to the Planning Board, Aklog Limine, for a 3-year term ending in 2019. 6, for appointment to the Cultural Council, Denise San Pedro, for a 3-year term ending in 2019. 7, for appointment to the Library Board of Trustees, Nancy Spontanato, for a 3-year term ending in 2019. And 8, for appointment to the Library Board of Trustees, John Dove, for a 3-year term ending in 2019. Sincerely, Brian Arrigo, Mayor of the City of Revere. Calendar item number 13. This is a communication from the mayor relative to an intermunicipal agreement with Chelsea and Winthrop to enable the creation of the North Suffolk Public Health Collaborative, dated October 20th, 2016. Dear honorable council members, pursuant to Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 40, Section 4A, I hereby request that your honorable council vote to authorize me to enter into an intermunicipal agreement with the City of Chelsea and the Town of Winthrop to enable the creation of the North Suffolk Public Health Collaborative. Funding for this collaborative was previously approved by the City of Revere's FY17 budget in the amount of $30,000 and will enable the communities to hire a public health coordinator to align the community's public health offerings and expand public health programming regionally. If this vote is successful, the communities anticipate signing the IMA and beginning the hiring process in November of this year. Sincerely, Brian M. Arrigo, Mayor. Calendar item number 14. pursuant to Council Order 16-285. This is a motion presented by Councilor Powers that the mayor requests the Traffic Engineering Division of MassDOT to examine the roadway area on 1A at the intersection of Revere Street. This is an area that has been prone to high speed, and several accidents have occurred there in the past. Just recently, a vehicle jumped the curb and landed in a bedroom occupied by a child. Calendar item number 15, pursuant to Council Order 16-286. This is a motion presented by Councilor Novoselsky that the mayor request and authorize National Grid to install a new floodlight on pole number 1157 at 175 Garfield Avenue for security at the new playground. Calendar item number 16, pursuant to Council Order 16-287. This is a motion presented by Councilor McKenna that the mayor requests the Traffic Commission to establish resident parking on George Avenue, Henry Street, and Wave Avenue. Further, that resident parking on Bennington Street be extended to the Boston Revere line, and that Brad Street Avenue resident parking be extended to 125 Brad Street Avenue. These streets are inundated with commuters utilizing the Beachmont train station. Calendar item number 17, pursuant to Council Order 16-288. This is a motion presented by Councilor McKenna that the mayor requests community development to add the following streets to the capital improvement plan: Siren Street, Pebble Avenue, Agnes Street, and Ocean View Avenue. These four very small streets are considered paper streets and have a gravel surface instead of an asphalt surface. The street, when plowed, uproots the gravel, making it impossible at times for the residents to exit their homes. This could prove to be catastrophic if there was a fire or medical emergency. The residents pay the same taxes as everyone else in the city and should not endure this situation every time it snows. Calendar item number 18. Pursuant to Council Order 16-289, this is a motion presented by Councilor Morabito that the mayor requests the MIS department to upload all city permit and license applications on the city's website and add it to the Quick Links tab on the homepage. Calendar item number 19. Pursuant to Council Order 16-290, this is a motion presented by Councilor Keefe that the mayor requests the Department of Public Works to order a cleanup of the small lot on the corner of Vane and Dale Streets. Further, that the small plot of land on Burbank Street, adjacent to Proctor Avenue, be cleaned. These pieces of land are unkempt city properties that have been seen as potential dumping areas and harboring rodents. Calendar item number 20. Pursuant to Council Order 16-291, this is a motion presented by Councilor Keefe that the mayor requests the owner of Angelo's Towing on Park Avenue to appear before the City Council to discuss the misuse of business by operating an active tow lot in a residential neighborhood and storing vehicles on private residentially zoned properties. Calendar item number 21. Pursuant to Council Order 16-292, this is a motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the City Council establish a 6-month moratorium preventing the granting of variances in the city unless due to an emergency basis. Further, that a 6-month moratorium on the construction of residential properties greater than 4 units within the city be initiated to study the following: future population growth, projected student growth, projected traffic increases and patterns, need for senior housing, highest and best use of commercial zone property and owner engagement, to additionally study any social, health, and welfare needs of our children, future EMS, police, water, and sewer infrastructure needs, while presenting an inclusive framework for a comprehensive plan regarding the future of the city for the next 5 years. At a minimum, we publicly engage the assistance of all residents, especially those residents with engineering, community planning, educational expertise in any field requisite subject matter, and experts regarding the city's history and infrastructure to assist in the framework. Lastly, that the City Council ask for local officials, PTA, residents, business owners, and community groups to also participate. The goal of a comprehensive plan would be to identify shared values and a collective vision for the entire city. The ultimate goal of this effort is to slow the growth of residential properties while studying future needs as permitted by Massachusetts general laws. Calendar item number 22, pursuant to Council Order 16-293. This is a motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the mayor requests the Board of Health to provide the City Council with a copy of the city's current tobacco regulations. Calendar item number 23, pursuant to Council Order 16-099. This is a motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the mayor and the city solicitor appear before the council to provide the scope, role, and authority of the position of Chief Administrative Officer. Calendar item number 24, pursuant to Council Order 16-055. This is a motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the mayor provide the City Council with what remains in free cash. Calendar item number 25, pursuant to Council Order 16-124. This is a motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the mayor provide the council with the amount of overtime dollars utilized for the months of August, April, and December over the last 2 years, as requested and agreed upon by mayoral aide Omar Bukili during the March 22nd City Council meeting. Calendar item number 26, pursuant to Council Order 16-294. This is a motion presented by Councilor Guanasso that the mayor requests the Department of Public Works to install a dangerous curve sign at the corner of Revere Street across from the Dam Dart Depot on the easterly side of Revere Street, going towards the beach in an easterly direction. And calendar item number 27, pursuant to Council Order 16-295, motion presented by Councilor Janino that the City Council approve the following resolution. Whereas the intent of charter schools in the United States and Massachusetts was to close gaps that traditional public schools were struggling with, for example, behavioral issues and interrupted formal educations, and whereas since the inception of charter schools 23 years ago, more and more charter schools had focused on academically advanced programming, which is something that traditional public schools have never struggled with, essentially rendering the expansion of charter schools wasteful and redundant, and whereas charter schools were intended to be incubators of innovation, but that is not the case. When charter schools struggle to help students achieve, the students are sent back to the Revere Public Schools to properly educate those students with unique learning or behavioral needs. The Revere Public Schools have 3 expanded learning time schools and 1 innovation school, which have developed, implemented, and fully integrated more innovation than any charter school has. And whereas Revere's projected payments to charter schools for this year is $2,023,121 for 258 Revere students who are enrolled at various charter schools. If the Revere Public Schools had an additional $2 million in the budget, class size would be reduced at the elementary level. The city would be able to hire additional ELL and SPED teachers to work with students who have high needs and hire additional social workers to help students with social and emotional needs. And whereas the Revere Public Schools is an urban district that performs extremely well despite challenges with large numbers of students with specialized needs, the city has 5 level 1 schools, which is the highest rating given to a school by the state. The remainder of the schools are level 2. The high performance of the Revere Public Schools would be easier to achieve if large sums of funding were not diverted to charter schools. And now, therefore, be it resolved that the City Council of the City of Revere, Massachusetts go on record as being opposed to question 2 relative to charter school expansion on November 8th, 2016. And this has been before the council, a reading of the Revere City Council agenda for the meeting of Monday, October 24th, 2016. I'm Rick Promise, and I'll see you at the council.